Hey everyone, I hope you're all doing well. In this video I'm going to provide a little guide for getting through the instance you have to do for Sage at level 70. As a disclaimer, I'd like to say that I'm by no means an expert on Sage. I just recently picked up this class and I've been learning things as I go along. One thing I want to make a quick note of is that your Adder's Gall or blue gems fill over time no matter what you do, and your Adder Sting or purple gems fill every time a Eucratia diagnosis barrier is destroyed. You'll notice that throughout the video I do forget to use some of my abilities, but again that's just because I'm learning. If you have any tips for new Sage players, feel free to leave them in the comments because I could probably learn something from them too. Without further delays, let's get into the video. To begin with, cast Cardia on me. The spell will establish a magical link between us, which is this ability down here. And from my understanding, what that should now do is when I use my damage spells, which are these purple ones down here, then that should also provide healing, which is pretty nice. For anyone who's wondering about my hotbar layout, I just tried my best to set it up the same way that I've got my hotbar set up for White Mage, so it's really up to you however you would like to set up your hotbar. There's no one way to do it. Eucratia and Cardia are going to be two abilities that you're wanting to look out for the most. Using Eucratia here again, I will now be able to apply a dot. You can see that purple ability down there has changed. My Dosis, which is my main single target damage ability, it then gets changed into a dot when you use Eucratia. So we just want to keep an eye on Lala's health here. You'll notice my little gauge at the bottom. Those spells use up one blue gem. I don't know what you would refer to them as. We can just say gems in this instance. But yeah, that first boss is pretty simple to get past. So what I'm going to do here again is use Eucratia and then apply some barriers. And then all I'm going to do is use my Discratia ability, which is my AoE damage, just to make sure I'm damaging all the enemies here. And then doing some healing when I need to. Nothing overly complicated so far, pretty simple. This part of the instance I don't really need to talk much about because we're just gonna walk around here and pick up some traces, which is pretty straightforward, like so. So the first thing I'm going to do here is use Cardia, make sure that's applied, then Eucratia Diagnosis to apply some shields. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. Then I can use Eucratia again and apply my dot, and then use Dosis to do my single target damage. So that's the tank buster coming in, so after that I've got some gems there that I can use to heal Lala up. Just going to use one of them now. If you're worried about it, you can just overheal just to make sure they're topped up. Watch out for the AoEs. You can probably apply another shield afterwards using the Eucratia again. Again, we can just overheal if you like. Apply my dot again, and then just spam Dosis. Watching out for the AoEs. Want to be using our Lucid Dream here as well, just to up our MP. Can apply our dot again. Just watch out for healing, apply some shields, then do some damage. So that boss seems pretty simple. It's when these two guys show up that I've struggled myself. What I'm going to do is apply my dot to this guy and then apply some shields again. Just watch out for healing. You'll also notice that I have some purple gems. I'm going to use some of these up now when I'm using this other damage ability. So now I'm going to need to watch out for healing because there will be a point where Lala takes a lot of damage. I'm going to apply some shields. So I want to use some mitigation here. Make sure they're topped up. I think this is the part where they take a lot of damage. Just gonna keep spamming my doses. Use Lucid Dreaming again. You can also use some of her mitigation abilities. Provide some shields. You can be using Lucretia again. Provide shields. Then we can do some AoE heals just to top us up while keeping an eye on the AoEs on the floor. Want to use Zoe here and make sure they're topped up on heals. Got some gems to spare. Again, just to be sure we can overheal. Pioneer Dot. Can get one on this guy as well while we're waiting, using our doses. Double checking that topped up on heals and shields. Using Lucretia. Gonna use some mitigation here since we're both half health. Watching out for AoEs, using Lucid Dreaming again, so I'm going to try and spam some heals here. Trying to keep them topped up so they don't die. Could be using some shields. Do some AoE heals as well. Using our mitigation barriers. Applying our dot again. Got a gem, so we're going to use that to heal. Asuna that off of me first. Again, can use your Lucretia, apply some barriers. And now we want to focus on this guy using our dot. Can pop Lucid Dreaming again. Want to spam doses here. Try and get in some damage. Heal myself up. Also apply some shields so that I've got some. Again, we've got some purple gems, so we're just gonna use that to do some damage here. Watch out for Lala's health, can heal them up. Mutation, apply some shields. We're going to use some mitigation. Just watching out for the AoEs. We can slide cast here and get our heals off. Apply our dot. Do some damage, just gonna... Could have just overhealed here, but there we go. It's pretty simple. And there you have it, the level 70 Sage quest. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please let me know down in the comments. As I said, I'm by no means any expert, so this was all just for fun and to help anyone else who might have been struggling out there.